Hello, this is Mike of Nearly Enough Dice, and this is the Kerbal Space Program. Right, I am flying. I'm just calling it. At the moment, it's just called Steel Snake 3, but we will rename it to Minmus Science Vessel 3. Somewhere I've got a list of nice names, and I'm not using them. Very bad of me. Yeah, so I'm going to Minmus for science. This is my current orbit. Messed up the thing a little bit, but I do now have the precise node mod. So let's have a bit of a play. If I right click and left click and right click, I change the amount of prograde in this case by an interval. I can't remember what my interval is. My interval is currently set to 1. So if I right click, I take away 1 delta V. Oh, am I adding? Well, yeah, actually, it's negative, so I'm still adding delta V that I need to add into the system. But yeah, I'm going retrograde, so it's negative prograde. Now you can see that. Whoop, that's not what I wanted to do. You can see how much of that's quite a big difference. But so I can now go down a thing, down an increment. So I'm now I'm adding or subtracting 0.1, which is kind of sweet. Okay, node angle to. Okay, I thought somewhere I had a prograde after node. That might be because it's going to be after an SOI change. I thought I'd changed. Or maybe I haven't actually. Let's edit orbital. Post-burn apoapsis and post-burn periapsis. Sweet, look at that. Right, so I don't think that's taking it from. I think it's still in terms of being around being in orbit of Kerbal, as opposed to being in orbit of Minmus, which is fair enough because that's the next thing I'm going to. Anyway, so precise node. We're playing with precise node today. So adding and subtracting. So I want to click on that to get. There we go. And also, as you can see, I'm also down. I want to be more or less. Oh, actually, no, I don't want to be on the equator. I suddenly remember something. I want to be hitting the poles. Specifically, I want to hit the North Pole. So I'm going to change it so I'm actually hitting, and then I'm going to use normal. And I think I'm going anti-normal. No, I'm going normal. There we go. What's that going to give me? That's pretty good. So that's going to give me not quite a polar. So now I'm going to go down another increment. So I'm basically going to aim for. That's really nice. I like that. I can aim pretty exactly. Time to 8 hours of this one. I can aim pretty exactly for a desired. Thing, and I'm not fiddling with the the controls, which is fiddling with the controls is actually a bit of a pain because if I bring that up, You know, you can accidentally hit that when you mean to move that, and all that kind of stuff. And that's not happening. That is quite sweet. I need to look up what this conics mode is. Oh, excuse me. That sneeze. Time until, I was about to get confused by time until 1 day, 2 hours, but I remember that Kerbin's days are in fact 6 hours long. So there you go. And I'm going to do a total of 22 point. It's a very small adjustment. So I'm going to thrust limit my engine. I'm going to grab that gravity scan. I'm going to thrust limit as much as I can. Even so, this is going to be a really, it's a you know, a whole 2-second burn. So, precise node, yeah. I'm liking precise node. I'm going to grab that gravity scan that I just did. Just in case there's more. Did I get that wrong? Oh, ooh, that's interesting. Just doing that has changed the node. That's interesting. Go away, you're in the way. Oh, that's interesting. That's science, what's it not quite working the way I think it should be. Okay, so I need to fiddle, is that going to be, I'm on, no? Oh, okay. I suspect he was actually telling me to get Tundra. So I need to adjust this again. I rather suspect, given this is such a fiddly maneuver, that I may in fact not get it at all. So, but I am liking precise node. Where is our ship? Here we go. That's going to take me down to time to node burn 1 minute. And by keeping in this view, I'm going to be better able to judge when I'm right where I want to be. So go into ship mode. Get as close as I reasonably can to the maneuver node. And again, wish that I just thinking about upgrading the steel snake. Especially because I took a lot of extraneous experiments off it, and thus I've saved a fair amount of cash on it. So I can afford to use a better upgraded version of the core. So I think I've got maneuver node following cores available to me. So I really should use them if I have that option. Alright, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, okay. You know, sod it. I'm going with that one. It's very wobbly, and I hope it'll get less wobbly as time goes on. Let's get out of here. The main thing I want to do at this point is make sure that I have solar panels that are pointing at least vaguely sunwards. I have not yet put extendable solar panels on this, and I'm not quite sure why I have not put extendable solar panels on this. I'm sure there's a stunningly good reason. But I do not know what that reason might be. Let's go for an SOI change. Really, 9 days. Wow. So basically, I'm waiting until I get to until the SOI changes. So my orbit is going to be. I'll have a much more accurate idea of what my orbit is going to be. As you can actually see that I'm actually heading outside of Minmus's orbit and coming round to meet it. But I'll be able to do further adjustments as soon as it is just going to be a lot easier and a lot more granular once I've changed the SOI. And I also do need to remember to change my engine throttling back, because what I don't want to do is there we go. What I don't want to do is accidentally end up failing dismally. What am I trying to say here? Right, let's go up to 1. Although actually, from the looks of things, I might actually want to keep limited, because even this little tiny manoeuvre is, even with my limited engine, is only about go down 1. Right, I want to be as over the poles as I can get. That's pretty good. Again, I want to get close in on that node. I don't know what it is that's making this thing wobbly. And the thing, yeah, obviously there's something in there, something in the craft that when I move it, and that's the bit that counts as where it's getting its heading from. So something's a bit wobbly in there. Do that. What's my time to 60 minutes from now? Warpy warp. Yeah, so I'm really liking Precise Node. I think there's a few things I need to learn how to do. Specifically, I need to learn how to go around one more, just add an orbit. I don't know if that's a thing you can actually do, but it's a thing I would very much like to be able to do. What I think I might do is, instead of going all the way and just doing full burn, I think I'm going to start just very cautiously, just using the throttle increment keys. Sweet. I don't know if you can do things like snap to apoapsis, and again, that's another thing. Options. Keys. Page increment. Page color. Something to look into. So I'm going to go in retrograde. Let's go with 10. So this is where it's telling me my post-burn apoapsis, my post-burn periapsis, and that's pretty accurate. Mine's a bit much. Yeah, that'll do. I'm not circularizing. I actually want a fairly low orbit. Obviously I'm going to be landing from all this. So I'm not going to be landing in my favorite areas, which are the flats, because they're flat. That's why I like them. Now that's going to take a while because I now want to unlimit my engine. Full power! Full power. There we go. So I can get really fiddly because I've got like the post-burn periapsis here. I could get really kind of, you know, how close can I get to exactly 10K? And obviously this is assuming I can actually perform the burn properly, which is, you know, I am not accurate enough to actually perform the burn. Accurately. So there's a limit to how much I should really, you know, be that pedantic, but obviously it's going to give me something to aim towards. Okay, I'm going to start walking towards that, but this has been about 18 minutes watching me do stuff. So I think what I'm just going to do is I'm going to fast forward, well, go towards the landing for next episode. So thanks so much for watching. Do please hit like and subscribe if you've been enjoying these videos. You can find Nearly Enough Dice at nearlyenoughdice.com, also Facebook and Twitter. And until next time, reach for the stars.